All right, we've got our week one TV ratings from Fox and ESPN. Thanks, of course, to who else? Mike Mitchell getting the numbers first. So, Saturday, Birmingham Stallions versus Arlington Renegades, 1 p.m. on Fox, 1.181 million viewers. We thought 800,000 was what Mike Mitchell predicted. I was kind of around that same boat too. 1.1 million during the peak. Viewership reached 1.349 million between 3:30 and 3:45, and that game was kind of lopsided there towards the end. So Birmingham won that one. St. Louis Battlehawks, Michigan Panthers, 4 p.m. on Fox as well. They got the doubleheader. We all know about Jake Bates' kick. 1.349 million. Peak viewership for the game was 1.689 million between 6:45 and 7. And I believe that was kind of towards the end, which was getting really exciting. So, I mean, just those alone on Fox, and it shows you the importance of having these games on over-the-air television versus hidden on cable. I mean, the only thing better than this maybe is streaming on something like a Netflix, which has got a gazillion, or Amazon Prime, maybe, but not this league, not this early yet. I still think this is probably the best thing. Sunday, March 31st, DC Defenders, America's team, versus the San Antonio Brahmas. That was at noon. Viewership was 960,000. Again, the numbers will always be less on ESPN and FS1. And then Memphis Showboats, Houston Roughnecks at 3 p.m. on ESPN, 730,000 viewers, thanks to Mike Mitchell here. So we have all that stuff. Fox then came out with this kind of press release talking about 1.349 million viewers watched Jake Bates nail that 64-yard field goal, up 46% from last year's broadcast network average of 865,000. You're kind of playing around with the numbers there. What was the, kickoff last year from the USFL? But I get it, averaging them together, viewership for regular season games. This was the first weekend, but it was good. And that was kind of where Mike was having at 865,000. Champion versus champion, 1.181 million viewers watched the two-time, of course. That up 37% from last year's broadcast network averages of 865. Again, viewers, Fox and ABC and all that stuff. Week 2, of course, has the Houston Roughnecks at DC Defenders, which I will be there. That's what they put out. ESPN put out their own thing, peaked at 1.13 million during the 115-130 game against the Brahmas DC Defenders. So they hit over a million, averaged 847,000. And then versus the XFL regular season average on linear platforms, up 37%. Also, we wanted to show you, so if you go to UFL News Hub and you go click on the schedule, any schedule from any team, not only, and it looks better, it's because we got a bigger screen here on your PC, but even on your phone, if you scroll down, you have the results, you've got the venue, you got the network, the spread, the under, attendance, and rating. So the Arlington Birmingham game, the home team, of course, was Arlington, 14,153. I thought that was a good number. Michigan home game, 9,444. I feel like last year they were getting like 2,000 or 3,000. So that was an improvement. San Antonio Brahmas, would love to see them in the 20s, but they got 13,164. And then, of course, the Houston Roughnecks got 9,157. Hearing that Michigan, because of that win, garnered a lot of interest, and same with San Antonio Brahmas. A winning team helps, and that was getting a lot of interest there. So those are the attendance numbers for this week. This weekend's games, we got home openers for Memphis, St. Louis. Michigan is playing their back-to-back home games, and then, of course, America's team, DC Defenders. Memphis at San Antonio is at 12 on ESPN. Then St. Louis Battlehawks at 8 p.m. on Arlington. I think that is a great time slot to put St. Louis on prime time at night on ABC. Again, I don't have, Memphis at San Antonio. I'll call it burying that game on ESPN, but it's not burying that game. But you know what I'm saying? Having St. Louis, that dome, prime time for people to see. I thought that was a brilliant move. Michigan Panthers, Birmingham Stallions at noon on Ford Field. ESPN, great spot for that. And then, of course, then you have DC Defenders at Houston Roughnecks, 4 p.m., a little bit later on in the day. People are starting to chill. It's going to be on Fox, and it will be on DC. So you have basically the two top attendance teams in St. Louis, DC will be rocking. I will be there at the 4:00 game as well. So that should be a good thing. It'll be really interesting to see. Don't expect the same viewership numbers. I think attendance will be up. I think Showboats with their home opener will be, I'm very curious to see how they do. Are they going to get into that 9,000 range? That would be great. St. Louis, could they break a record? Michigan Panthers, after that huge win, back-to-back games, you don't have the Easter Sunday weekend kind of thing going on. Do they improve off of that 9,000? What I'm hearing is that, yes, they will improve off of that. And then your DC Defenders will show out there. So no fear of that. So let us know in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. We've got all the latest news every week on about the UFL. Been covering spring football since 2018. So also let us know, what is your reaction to the attendance numbers and rating numbers? Let us know in the comments.